You've studied English for months, maybe years. You know hundreds of words. You understand movies, songs, even podcasts. But the second someone speaks English to you and waits for your answer, your mind goes completely blank.
That happened to me last year. I was at a cafe, a tourist asked me for directions, and I just stood there. I knew the words. I knew exactly what I wanted to say, but nothing came out. I just pointed and walked away.
And the worst part? After he left, the whole sentence came to me perfectly. Turn left at the corner, it's just 2 minutes away. I could say it fine when the pressure was gone, but in the moment, nothing.
So why does that happen? Why do we know English but can't speak it when it actually matters?
That is exactly what we're going to answer today. And by the end of this episode, you won't just understand why this happens, you'll have 3 real things you can start doing today that will change the way you speak English forever.
Not next month, not after more studying, today. So stay with us, because this episode is different from anything you've heard before.
Okay, let's get into the real reason your speaking gets stuck. And I want you to really hear this, because most people think the problem is vocabulary. They think, I just don't know enough words, but that is not the main problem.
Right, because that guy at the cafe, I knew all the words. Turn left, 2 minutes, corner, all of it was in my head. The problem wasn't the words, the problem was the process happening between my brain and my mouth.
Exactly. And here's what that process looks like for most learners. Someone asks you something in English, your brain immediately switches to your first language. You think of what you want to say in your language first, then you translate it to English, then you check the translation. Wait, is that right? And then finally you try to say it. By that time, the moment is gone.
That whole process takes 3 to 5 seconds, and in a real conversation, 3 to 5 seconds of silence feels like forever. It creates panic, and panic makes the freeze even worse.
So here's the key insight. Your brain isn't broken. It's actually working really hard. It's just working the wrong way. We trained it to translate, so that's what it does. And we can retrain it.
The goal is to stop English from being a translation exercise and make it a direct experience. Let me give you a quick example. If I say the word coffee, what happens in your mind right now?
I just see coffee. I smell it. I want it immediately.
You didn't think of the word in your language first, right? You didn't translate. You just knew. That's the feeling we're training for. That direct connection from thought to English, no translation in the middle.
And here's how you start. It's called thinking out loud in English. Every day, for just a few minutes, you narrate what's happening around you in English, not in your head, out loud.
Like right now, wherever you are, look around and describe something. The room is quiet, I'm sitting on my bed, it's raining outside. Simple, but powerful.
Okay, let's do a mini quiz right now. Answer fast, don't think, just speak. Ready?
What did you eat for breakfast today? Say it out loud right now. 1 sentence. I had eggs, I ate rice, I didn't eat anything. Just say it. Go.
Did you say it? I want you to put your answer in the comments right now. It sounds small, but that 1 sentence out loud is your brain taking 1 step away from translating and 1 step toward just speaking.
We always think confidence comes from knowing more, but confidence actually comes from doing more. Every time you speak, even badly, even with mistakes, your brain gets a little faster, a little more direct, a little less frozen.
And there's more to this. Let's keep going. So the key takeaway here, your brain freezes because it's translating, not thinking. The fix is to train yourself to think directly in English, starting with tiny sentences out loud every single day. Here's something I really want you to hear. You probably know more English than you think. The problem isn't that you know nothing. The problem is there's a gap between what you know and what you can actually use when the pressure is on.
The confidence gap. And it's something almost every learner has. You can understand a whole movie, you can read an article, but ask you to say one thing in English in a real moment, and suddenly everything you know disappears.
And here's why. Most of us learned English in a passive way. We read, we listened, we did exercises on paper, but we didn't speak. not in real situations, not with real pressure, not in real time. And the brain learns speaking by actually speaking. There's no shortcut for that.
Think of it like this. You can watch someone play guitar on YouTube every single day for a year, but if you never pick up the guitar yourself, you still can't play it. You have to produce the sound. Your fingers have to learn the movement. Your mouth has to learn the movement of English.
So here's one of the most powerful tools for this. It's called shadowing, and if you haven't tried this yet, please start this week. Tell them how it works.
Shadowing means you find a short clip, a podcast, a YouTube video, a scene from a show, and you speak along with the speaker at the same time. Not after, at the same time. You become like a shadow. You follow their voice immediately, matching their rhythm, their speed, their energy.
It feels really weird at first. You're mumbling along and you're not sure if you're doing it right. But that weirdness, that's your brain building new patterns. You're training your mouth to move faster. You're training your ear to connect with your voice. It's honestly like going to the gym, but for speaking.
I tried shadowing with this podcast actually, and after just 1 week of doing it for 5 minutes a day, I noticed I was finding words faster. I wasn't searching as much. The sentences started coming more naturally.
First tip, start with slow, clear speakers, not fast news anchors. A calm podcast host, a relaxed teacher, someone you can actually keep up with.
First tip, start with slow, clear speakers, not fast news anchors. A calm podcast host, a relaxed teacher, someone you can actually keep up with.
Second tip, shadow content you actually enjoy. If it's boring, you won't stick with it. Love food videos? Shadow a cooking channel. Love travel? Shadow a travel vlogger. Your interest keeps you consistent.
Third tip, 5 to 10 minutes a day is enough. Short and consistent beats one long session once a week every single time.
Here's your challenge right now. Today, not tomorrow, find one video you enjoy in English. Replay one short part and shadow it. Just 30 seconds, that's it. Then come tell us in the comments what video or channel you used. Your suggestion might help someone else too.
The confidence gap closes through action, not through more studying. Shadowing is one of the fastest ways to close it. 5 minutes today. Let's go.
Okay, we've covered breaking the translation habit and we've covered shadowing. Now I want to talk about the piece that most people skip completely, and it's honestly the most important one.
What is it?
Having real conversations, not planned ones, not scripted ones. Real conversations with real people, real topics, real moments where you have to think and respond in real time.
And I already know what some people are thinking. I don't have anyone to speak English with. That's a real problem. So let's actually talk about how to fix it, not just say, go practice.
Option 1, language exchange apps. Apps like Tandem and HelloTalk connect you with real people around the world. You help them with your language, they help you with English. It's free, it's real, and honestly, it's kind of exciting.
Option 2, use comment sections. YouTube comments on English learning channels, including ours, are full of learners just like you. Write your comments in English. Reply to others in English. It sounds small, but it builds the speaking mindset because you're using the language for real communication.
Option 3, and this one is my personal favorite. Talk to yourself. I know it sounds strange.
It sounds a little bit crazy.
It works so well, though. When you're making breakfast, say what you're doing. I'm making eggs. I'm adding salt. The pan is hot. When you're getting ready, look in the mirror and say 3 things about your day. Today I have class. I'm a little tired. I hope it goes fast.
You're not waiting for a conversation to practice. You're creating your own. And your brain is getting real speaking time every single day on your own schedule with zero pressure.
And here's something I want you to really believe. You are going to make mistakes in real conversations. You will forget a word. You will say something a little awkward. The other person might look confused for a second.
And that is completely okay. That is not failure. That is learning. Every time you notice a mistake, your brain stores the correct version. You don't forget it after that.
Let's practice right now. I'll give you a situation. You're at a coffee shop and the person at the counter asks, "What would you like?" Say your answer out loud right now. Don't plan it, just speak.
Even "can I have a coffee, please?" is perfect. Simple works. Simple is confident. You don't need fancy words. You need words that actually come out.
Drop your coffee order in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what you'd order, and it's real practice at the same time.
Here's what separates people who become confident speakers from people who stay stuck. It's not talent, it's not intelligence, it's that they kept speaking after the bad moments. They didn't let one awkward conversation stop them. They kept going.
Fluency isn't perfection. Fluency is keeping the conversation moving, even imperfectly, even with pauses, even when you have to say, sorry, give me a second. That's real speaking. That's what we're going for.
And this podcast, Master English Talks, exists specifically to help you get there. Not just to learn English, but to actually speak it. That's what makes this different.
Okay, I want to talk about the things that quietly keep people stuck for years. These aren't grammar mistakes. These are mindset and habit mistakes. And they're sneaky because they feel reasonable from the inside.
We've both made all of these, so zero judgment from us.
Mistake number 1, waiting until you're ready. I hear this so much. I'll start speaking when my English is a bit better. But think about that for a second. It's like saying, I'll start swimming when I know how to swim. You can't get ready without doing. Speaking practice is what makes you ready.
The version of you who speaks confidently, that person got there by speaking badly first. A lot. There's no version where you skip that part.
Mistake number 2. Passive learning without active practice. You can study vocabulary lists, watch English videos, read articles every day, and still not improve your speaking because all of that is input. Speaking is output, and you have to train the output separately.
A simple rule. For every 30 minutes you spend studying, spend at least 10 minutes using the language. Say something out loud. Shadow something. Write a comment in English. Do something active.
Mistake number 3, letting one bad conversation stop you. We all have conversations that go badly. You misunderstood, you went blank, you said something wrong and it was awkward. That is not a sign you're bad at English.
That's a sign you're a human being learning something difficult. Every fluent English speaker alive has had those exact moments. The only difference is they didn't let it stop them.
Mistake number 4, comparing yourself to native speakers. This one is so important. Native speakers have spoken English literally their entire lives. That is not your starting point. Your goal is not to sound like them. Your goal is to communicate clearly and confidently. That goal is completely and totally achievable.
Tell us in the comments which of these 4 mistakes hits closest to home for you. Number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Be honest, we've all been there, and naming it is the first step to changing it.
Knowing these mistakes exist is genuinely powerful because now when you catch yourself waiting or comparing or giving up after one bad conversation, you'll recognize it and you can choose differently.
Every mistake you make in English is just information. It's your brain telling you what to practice next. That's not a bad deal at all.
All right, let's make this real. We're doing a practice round right now. I'll give you 2 options. You choose the one that sounds more natural and say it out loud. Don't just think it, actually say it.
Saying it out loud is different from thinking it. Your mouth needs to practice, not just your brain, so actually speak.
Situation 1. Your friend asks, how was your weekend? Which sounds more natural? Option A, my weekend was good. I rested. Option B, it was really nice actually. I just stayed home and relaxed.
Option B. Option A is perfectly correct English, but option B is how real people actually talk. It's warmer, it flows. It sounds like a person, not a textbook answer.
Situation 2. You didn't catch what someone said. Which is better? Please repeat? Or, sorry, could you say that again? I didn't quite catch that.
Option B. It's polite, it's natural, and you can use it with anyone. A friend, a teacher, a stranger. It works everywhere.
Situation 3. You're meeting someone new. Which introduction sounds better? I am a student. I study business. Or, I'm studying business right now. I'm in my 2nd year.
Option B again. It uses contractions, it gives more natural details, and it invites the other person to keep the conversation going. Option A closes the door. Option B opens it.
Now, here's your real challenge. Answer this question out loud, right now. Don't write it first. Don't plan it. Just speak. Tell me a little about yourself. Go.
How did it feel? Were there pauses? Did you search for a word or two? That's normal. That's not failing. That's your brain working. The more you do this, the faster and smoother it gets.
Write what you said in the comments, even if it was just 2 sentences. Let's make this comment section a real speaking practice space.
Real conversation is never perfect. There are always small pauses, always moments where you search for the right word. That's true for everyone, in every language. The goal isn't 0 mistakes. The goal is to keep going.
You know what? Before we wrap up, let's actually take a moment to introduce ourselves properly. Because if this is your first time with us, welcome. And if you've been here before, you already know what we're about.
We are Master English Talks. I'm your host, and sitting next to me is someone who has spent years figuring out exactly why English learners get stuck and what actually helps them break through.
And that's what this podcast is. It's not a grammar class, it's not vocabulary drills. It's real talk about how to actually speak English with confidence, with fluency, in real-life situations.
Every episode, we take one thing that holds English learners back and we break it down completely. We give you the real reason it happens and the real tools to fix it.
Because here's what we believe, and this is the whole point of Master English Talks. You don't need more studying, you need more speaking. And this podcast is designed to help you do exactly that.
So if you haven't already, subscribe to Master English Talks right now. Hit that bell so you get notified when we post. We're here every week with content that actually moves your English forward.
And share this episode with a friend who's learning English, someone who knows the words but can't get them out, because this conversation might be exactly what they needed today.
We are so glad you're here. Seriously.
Okay, let's bring it all together. Today we talked about 3 things that will genuinely change your English speaking. Not theory, not rules, real, actionable things.
First, your brain freezes because it's translating. Stop treating English as a translation exercise and start building a direct connection. Speak out loud every day. Tiny sentences, no pressure, just do it.
Second, there's a gap between what you know and what you can say under pressure. Shadowing closes that gap. 5 minutes a day, content you enjoy, slow and clear to start. Do it today.
Third, real conversations are where real confidence actually lives. Talk to yourself, use language apps, write in English in comment sections. Stop waiting until you're ready. The readiness comes from the doing.
And remember the 4 mistakes to avoid. Don't wait until you're ready. Don't only study without practicing. Don't let one bad conversation stop you. And don't compare yourself to native speakers. You're on your own journey, and it's a good one.
Here's my final question for you, and I really want you to answer this one. What is one thing from today's episode that you're going to try this week? Just one. Write it in the comments. Make a small promise to yourself. We're reading every single one.
You are not bad at English. You are learning English. And those are 2 completely different things. Every confident English speaker alive was once exactly where you are. Unsure, nervous, freezing up. They just kept going.
And so will you. We believe that completely. Thank you for spending this time with us today. It genuinely means everything. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next one. See you next time.